All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the true name of who the world calls God. Bahashem just means in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is who the world calls Jesus Christ. And this is going to be a short video through the spirit, man. This is just a video for brothers and sisters to truly think and meditate on, man. As I was sitting outside just chilling, getting some sunlight, this came to my mind. And this is real, man. This is real life. And what I was thinking about was, we know a lot of people going to get put to death in these last days, as we read the Bible and we really see these prophecies getting fulfilled as, men of the Lord like Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, you got John spoke on it, and many other mighty prophets been speaking about this great and terrible day that we're coming into. So we know that a lot of people going to get put to death in this day that we're coming in. And I was thinking I was like, a lot of grown-ups, right? A lot of older people gonna get put to death because of their kids. A lot of parents are gonna get put to death because of their kids, or a lot of adults gonna get put to death because of kids. And you may have people say, "Why you say that? Why you say that?" And a lot of kids gonna get put to death because of adults. And I'm finna explain that. So a lot of times we see that parents, right? They'll do anything for the world for their kids, which is nothing wrong with that. If it's, of righteousness, you're supposed to do whatever you can for your kids and make sure your kids have a good time and make sure they have the things that you didn't have. But it comes a time where our people are too focused and caught up on their kids. And now it's to the point where you breaking the Sabbath because of your kids. Right now you're doing things that you're not supposed to be doing that make your kids happy. Perfect example, right? When you're going into these pagan holidays, a lot of times these older people, they know the man. We in so-called 2024. The truth is getting exposed. You can look these things up. You got books. You got websites. You have stuff you can look into to know the truth about what's going on in this world, because we've been taught lies. So you can tell somebody the true meaning behind Christmas, right? Just say, this happened plenty of times with me. You talking to somebody, right? You tell them the true meaning behind Christmas. Hey, you tell them the roots of how Christmas started, where it came from, that it's paganism, and you will have that person tell you, "Oh yeah, bro, I know. I did my research. It's nowhere in the Bible that it say Christ was born December 25th, right? It goes back to a man named Nimrod. Christmas is pagan. It had nothing to do with Christ. Christ was born in the springtime. He couldn't have been born in the wintertime. So I'm hearing him or her speak, and my next question is be, okay, if you know all these facts, if you know the truth about this, about Christmas and Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day and how these days have nothing to do with the Bible, why are you celebrating these days? That's my next question. Why are you celebrating these days that have nothing to do with the Bible? And you know the number one thing they say, that a lot of people say that know the truth, and this be the main reason majority of the time. They say, and I quote, "I'm doing it for the kids." That's what they say. That's the main thing they say. I'm doing it for the kids. I know I'm not supposed to be celebrating Christmas. I know that. I know that Thanksgiving is wicked. I know that came from the slaughter of millions of Native American Indians. I know that, brother. I know that Halloween is demonic. I know that have nothing to do with the Bible. I know that that's a demonic day. I know that, brother. But I'm just doing it for the kids. I just want the kids to have a good time, man. I just want my kids to have fun. It's for them. It's their childhood. That's how backwards this place is, man. Right? A lot of times, parents give their strength over to kids. If you know something is pagan and something that's against God, why would you allow your kids to celebrate it just to make them feel good? It's madness. And a lot of times, our parents were the first ones to ever lie to their kids. And they ain't think about it because this is what we've been taught since we came into America. But if you think about it, you telling your child that Santa Claus came down the chimney, he ate the milk and cookies, he left you presents. That's a lie, man. You allowing your kids to get raised up in the lie. Now your kids growing up thinking that Santa Claus is real. Now they giving all the thanks and praise to Santa Claus for giving them gifts. You just work all them hard hours to get your child that gift that they wanted for Christmas, and you gonna give the credit to a so-called white man, a so-called fat white man that they say came down the chimney like a creep, man. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like the Tooth Fairy. They parents teach their child that the tooth fairy came and took the tooth from under their pillow and left them money. So now the kids thinking, oh, the tooth fairy, but that's off, man. But they doing this to please their child. Let me get this precept right quick, man. That's why a lot of people gonna get put to death for, you know, for these things. And you people think, well, I'm just doing, I want the kids to have a good time. But when you come into this truth and start following the Most High God days, he have high holy days for kids to celebrate, man. Kids don't just come into this truth and be like, they come into the truth, now they bored, now there's no fun, now they just sitting around looking at the stars. No, you have days, tabernacles, they're in a tent. It's like you camping. What kid would not want to, what the young king or a young princess would not want to keep tabernacles in a tent? Making s'mores, watching, or get a big screen TV and watching movies, being in the woods, having a good time, playing games. What child would not want to do that? What child would not want to keep Purim? People are always talking about so-called Christmas, giving gifts. What about Purim, which is a two-day feast, which you give gifts for 2 days? So you don't even have to celebrate Christmas. We got a day called Purim, and it has actually a meaning behind that day and why we celebrate it. What child would not want to celebrate destruction of Nicanor, feast of dedication, first fruits? What child would not want to celebrate these days, man? These are beautiful days. We got a new moon. We got the Sabbath days. You literally got a feast day every month. A new moon just means moon just means month. We have a new month every day. It's a feast day every month. It's a feast day every month when you have fun and turn up in righteousness and decorate your house and things like that. So you don't need these pagan holidays to make your child feel good when you have righteous days in the Bible that we was commanded to keep by God, and we can turn up more the feast days for the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just something to think about, man. A lot of our people allowing their kids to send them to destruction. They kids run them, man. They do whatever they can for their kids, man. I know I'm not supposed to celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving, but I'm doing it for my child, man. I want him to have a good time. Even though I know this day is pagan, I know that this day is wicked. This day started with bestiality, with homosexuality, with people drinking blood, when people dying. I know how this day started, brother, but I'm doing it for the kids, though. The kids, I want my child to have a good time. I want my nephew, my niece to have a good time. Well, the Lord, in that day, you think the Lord gonna be like, you think Yahweh gonna, when it's judgment time and you face to face with him, you think he gonna be like, he asked you why did you celebrate these pagan days and allow your kids to celebrate them when you know that these days were wicked? And you say, well, I just wanted my kids to have a good time. You think he gonna accept that? You think he gonna be like, well, okay, I understand that. You had to make sure your kids were straight. Even though this day is wicked as hell, I know that you just had to make sure your kids want to have a good time and celebrate and eat turkey for Thanksgiving and dress up like a goblin for Halloween. I know you know it was wicked. I know you had a good heart, but you want your kids to have fun. Come on in them gates. You think he finna be like that? No. Yahweh Shai gonna kill you, man. That's what people don't understand. He's gonna kill you if you're celebrating these days, and especially if you're allowing your kids to make you celebrate these days because they want to have fun. This what the Most High God said. This what the Most High God said in the book of I think Galatians 13:87. It's Galatians chapter 1 and verse 10. It says, for do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? If I yet please men, I should not be a servant of Christ. So the Bible said, if you trying to please men, you can't be a servant of Christ. If you doing things just to please your child, or you know that these days, you know the truth about Christmas and New Year's, how New Year's not even really in the wintertime. New Year is technically in the springtime, right? But you know the truth about these days, but you're allowing people, or you celebrating these days to please people. You going to grandma got a Christmas dinner. Now you know Christmas is pagan. You know that you're not supposed to be celebrating that day, but you going to grandma's house because you love grandma. Because grandma called you and said, baby, can you please come, please? I need you to come, please. I'm gonna be sad if you don't come. And you going to celebrate Christmas and you know that Christmas is wicked. So Galatians 1:10 said, it said, for do I not persuade men or Yahweh, or do I seek to please men? So are you trying to please men? Are you doing these things even though you knowing it's wrong to please somebody? If you doing these things, you can't be a servant of Christ, man. Because Yahweh Shai, he didn't care. He wasn't finna celebrate these wicked days. If he was on the earth, if he was walking the scene right now, he was not celebrating Christmas. He wasn't gonna celebrate Christmas because his aunties wanted him to, because his cousins wanted him to. He wasn't finna celebrate these wicked days, man. Right? Because he wasn't no man pleaser. And a lot of people are man pleasers and they celebrate these days to please men, to please their children. Right? So let me get this precept. I think it's Matthew 10. Matthew 10 and this is another one right here. This is the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 37. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. So this is red letter. This is what Christ said, man. He just said, if you love your father or your mother more than him, you ain't worthy of him. So if you doing things that you know are wicked, you breaking the Sabbath day, you going out to eat with your parents, you know it's a Sabbath day, you know you're not supposed to be buying or selling. But your parents want you to come. Hey, come on, man. We finna go work. Or we finna go work. I need your help, man. I need you to help me move this refrigerator on the Sabbath day. Or we finna go out to eat. Right? Come on, man. I know you just got paid. We finna go out to eat. We finna go out on the Sabbath. It's the Sabbath day. We finna go out to eat. Or we finna go to the mall. Come on to the mall. Come buy you a shirt. Now you know that you're not supposed to be doing that because it's a Sabbath day. But you like, yo, it's my parents, man. I can't say no to them. I don't want them to be upset with me. I don't want them not to like me no more. I don't want them to talk about me. So I'm gonna go break the Sabbath day. The Bible said, Christ said, you're not worthy of him, man. And if you're not worthy of him, what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna get put to death. You're gonna be in that lake of fire. He said, and he that loveth his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So Christ knew that it was going to be a lot of people. This is why he said this in the Bible. He knew that it was going to be people that put their father and mother over him. And he knew that it was going to be people that put their sons and daughters over him. So he put this in the Bible for a reason. He said, and he that love his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So if you love your child more than the Most High, you're not worthy of him, man. If you too busy on pleasing your child, and if you a young adult and you so busy on pleasing your parents, man, then the Most High God, you're not worthy of him, man. See, a lot of people put things over the Father, man. A lot of people put carnal things over the Father. They put their job over the Father. They put work over the Father. They put their car over the Father. They put women. Brothers put women over Father. Brothers put money over the Father. Right? They put social media over the Father. They put these things over the Father. See, people think an idol is just something that you bow down to and worship. No. Anything that you put over the Most High God is an idol. Anything you put over the Father can be an idol. An idol is what you make it to be. Right? So let me read it again. It said, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. So we gotta take up our cross and follow Yahweh by Hashem Shah, man, because it's like when you come into this truth, it's not about you no more, man. Because we taught in this world, get your own, right? You need to get this, right? It's just about you. It's me. No, when you come into this truth and start serving the Most High God, it's not about you, man. You understand that it's about your people. You're trying to help your people the best way you can. You're trying to keep these commandments. You may have to stay up. You may have to stay up all night sometimes to study and read and get into this word. You may have to, man. It may be times you may not get sleep because you understand that I got to get this kingdom of heaven, man. Right? I got to put this tiredness and stuff to the side, man, because I got a goal. My goal is to get the kingdom of heaven. I'm taking up my cross. It may be times I may not want to go out and labor. I may not want to go out and bring the word out, man. It may be times to be real hot out there, or maybe it may be real cold out there. I know brothers up north, it be snowing up there, man. It be negative degrees is up there, man. But brothers still go out and labor. They may not want to be out there. You don't think, see, people don't think, see, don't think that brothers, cause brothers may want to watch a movie with their rib. Be like, damn, man, I want to watch a movie with my rib, man. But I want to watch a movie with my rib, man. I want to just stay home and kick back this Sabbath day, man. But once you understand that I gotta go out there, man. I gotta go out there because we trying to seal the elect. We trying to get up out of there, man. We trying to get up out of here. So it may be times we may not want to go to camp. It may be times we may not want to read. We may not want to study. We may not want to make a video. Like, dang, bro, I'm tired. I just got off work. It may be times that we might not want to do these things, but that's part of being a servant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, man. That's part of being a messenger and a child of the Most High God. That's part of picking up your cross and carrying it. Do things that you may not want to do. Christ didn't want to die, man. He asked the Father, if it's possible, can this cup pass me? Roughly paraphrasing. He didn't really want to die, but he did it for his people, man. Right, because he wasn't just about himself. He was about his people. A lot of people in today's time wouldn't do that. If you ask them, like, would you die for somebody you don't know? No, I ain't dying for them. I don't know them. I don't like them. See, we can't be like that because Christ wasn't like that. Christ died for our people, the Israelites that want to kill him. Right, Israelites that was wicked, man. He died for them to get another chance. Right, so we have to make sure that we're not being man or woman pleasers. We have to make sure that we're not doing things that we know is wicked and doing it to please people, because you're gonna get put to death for that, man. You know, like I said, you know that certain things are wicked. You know that you're not supposed to be eating pork. You know that pork is wicked. You know that pork is off. But your daddy might like pork, or your daughter might like pork. And they like, and you cooking it and giving it to them because they like pork. Oh, I'm giving my, you know pork wicked. You don't eat pork, but then you might have your daddy come in and be like, he want pork bacon. I want that pork. I don't like how that turkey bacon tastes. I want pork bacon. And it's my daddy, so I'm making some pork bacon. So, do you truly love him? Do you truly love your child if you know that pork can kill them? If you know that certain things can kill them, and you're giving it to them because you don't want them to be mad or upset with you, do you truly love them? That's just like the same thing with cigarettes. You going to buy your grandma some cigarettes. It's a so-called birthday, and you buy her a whole pack of cigarettes because you know she likes cigarettes. So, do you truly love your grandma, man? Or it sounds like to me you trying to get her out of here early. It's like you trying to kill her, man. Buying her a whole pack of cigarettes because you want her to feel good. You want her to be happy. But that's gonna kill her. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our people do things that they know is wrong just to please someone. And that's why Galatians 1:10 says, if you do that, you can't be a servant of Christ. It doesn't matter how somebody feels. It don't matter what they want, man. You gotta do what's right, which is keep these commandments, man, and follow Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi to the end. Right? So, that's all I want to speak on through the Spirit, man. Yeah, definitely something I want to speak on that very much was needed to be spoke on. Was don't be a man pleaser, man. Don't allow your child to get you sent to the lake of fire. Teach your child the correct way and the truth. Don't walk in this darkness in this world and teach your kids lies, man. Don't allow your kids to grow up thinking that something is right when it's not right. Don't allow them to think it's okay for two men to get married. Don't allow your child to grow up to think that two women getting married is normal, that it's okay to eat pork, that it's okay to eat shrimp. Don't allow them to think it's okay to eat bottom feeders. Teach your kids the law. Train your child up to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's the #1 goal, to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Train up a child. Let me see if I can get that. This is the last precept I'm going to get. I'm going to close out. It's Proverbs 22:6. It said, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he should not depart from it. So the Bible said, train up your child in a way that he should go. What's the way that they should go? Keeping these commandments. Train up your child in the law, man. Train up your child in these laws, statutes, and commandments. Let me get this. I had this one on my door right here. Let me get this real quick. This Deuteronomy 6:4. It says, no, is that Deuteronomy? That ain't what I want. Yeah, this is what I want. Deuteronomy 6:4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be as a frontlet between thy eyes, and thou shalt write them upon the post of thy house and on thy gates. And it shall be when the Lord thy God shall have brought thee into the land which he swore unto the fathers to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, unto thy fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities which thou buildest not, and houses full of all good things which thou fillest not, and well diggeth which thou diggest not, vineyards and olive trees which thou plantest not. When thou shalt have eaten and be full, then beware lest thou forget the Lord which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. So this was something that we supposed to remember to do, man. We supposed to raise up our child and to keep these commandments, and don't allow them to forget the miracles that the Lord did for us. He said, write these upon walls, man, so you can see it and remember it. Our children supposed to remember about what the Lord did for us in Egypt. If you go around and ask the average child, do you know what the Lord did for the Israelites in Egypt? No. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. But we supposed to remember these things. We supposed to remember the accounts that the accounts that the Lord did for Israel. But yeah, our people remember Christmas. Do you know about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Yeah. Do you know about Santa Claus? Yeah. Do you know about Easter Bunny? Yeah. Do you know about what the Lord did for the Israelites in the land of Egypt when he parted the Red Sea? No, I never heard that before. Now, that's a problem, man. Right? So we got to make sure that we train up our kids in the youth into keeping these commandments, and stop allowing them to allow you to break the commandments, man. Because you're the adult, man. You the adult. If you tell your child we're not celebrating Christmas no more, we're not celebrating Easter no more, then that should be it. That should be, you shouldn't have to say nothing else, man. If you tell your child we finna celebrate Passover, we're gonna celebrate Feast of Tabernacles, that should be it, man. They supposed to celebrate it. They ain't supposed to be no, I'm celebrating Christmas. And they putting the Christmas tree in the house. You told them that you ain't celebrating Christmas no more, and they coming in with a Christmas tree in the house, and you just sitting there like, okay, well, the Christmas tree already in here, I might as well keep it in here. That's madness, man. What that precept is, it's Isaiah chapter 13. It's Isaiah 13:12. It says, oh, is it 13? I don't think it's 13:12. What precept that is? Women rule over them. My phone finna die. But not women. Isaiah 3:12. It's the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which led thee caused thee to err and destroy ways of thy path. So the Bible said children are their oppressor. Yeah, man, the children be telling the parents what to do nowadays. The children be telling the parents, we gonna celebrate this, or I'm finna do this, I'm finna go outside. They don't even ask, can they go outside no more? They be like, I'm finna go outside. The parents tell the child to wash the clothes. I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna wash no clothes. I don't wanna go to sleep. Then they be like, okay, you don't gotta go to sleep then. So the children are literally calling shots, bro. You know, so we got to come back to the Most High God and keep these commandments. Because if you don't, you'll get put to death. Simple as that, man. You know, so with that, I'm going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai. And I'll say Shalom and Kwam Yasharallah.